in the game in terms of tempo. And they actually,
Mhm.
I think they read the game really well on CDEC as well. Like they read a lot that were coming their way and things. Like the Venge died 9 times, but it just doesn't matter.
Wow.
It's fine. They first face
They
banned the AM last game as well, by the way.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, or just thinking, maybe I was dreaming it. That AM, like, I'm surprised somebody finally made the commitment to just ban this hero first phase, and I think that's really big when you get teams like Royal Never Give Up that are very, you know, good at using that hero to the best of its ability.
So this is interesting from CDEC. So they take the Mirana here. So it's saying to RNG, like, well, if you want to take Phoenix, then you can take Phoenix. But we have Bloodlust and we have Mirana with leap attack speed. Like, that egg's not going to live. So the question is, do they want to play the Phoenix or do they want to pick something different with us? I'd like to see them play something different. But I don't know what hero would be. Maybe like a Rubik or something early on. Does Phoenix play Rubik? I haven't seen him play it before.
I think he does. Maybe not much, but Felix has really proven to play just about anything, hasn't he? I could take a look really quick.
And the other thing is, do they want to pick their Monet hero again? Like, TB's still in the pool if they want to go for it on RNG. But maybe they're starting to doubt themselves now after that last game. But I don't think the TB was the problem.
Ooh. So they're going to go Shadow Shaman. I just looked at his Rubik, and Rubik's his most played hero.
Oh,
and then Shadow Shaman, not so much. Like, actually, Shadow Shaman professionally, did I miss it? I just want to, 11 times. So that's compared to his Rubik, which is 69 times. And I mean, I like the Shadow Shaman. I like the Hex. I love the fact that it's giving you a little bit of control here. We've seen it be able to up the tempo with its push potential or help you take towers if you do want to keep that tempo. But yeah, like, they couldn't pick the Phoenix there. Like, I think they're lucky that they didn't pick Phoenix 1 because we've seen that so many times.
It's been banned out.
Well, now it is. I'm saying that they're lucky they didn't pick it there and in that 1 spot. And I don't think they could have picked it in that 2 spot. Like, that's just asking for trouble.
So I like the Shaman pick though, because I feel like we've seen this from a lot of like the offlane heroes this tournament that have this power spike when they hit level 2. I feel like Shadow Shaman was one as well. Like, you get to this level 2, you have Spear, you have God's Rebuke, you have Ether Shock, and you have Shackles. And the Shackles sets up for the Spear. Like, they have so much damage that comes through on these 2 heroes. So it'll be interesting to see whether RNG play this Shadow Shaman as a 4 or a 5. It sounds more like it would be a Phoenix hero, but I could see Super playing it as well. But I think the Mars and the Shadow Shaman laning together means it's more likely to be a 4. And, how often does this happen now that we don't see a carry from either team in the first phase? I feel like...
Not much. It feels like we see TB and AM very often. But it also, if it's not those two, then I think it's everything, other. It's like, it's always not the 1 or 2 if it's not TB or AM.
So I was looking at what heroes were still in the pool, and I think this Wraith King ban signifies to me that they might be looking to take Void on CDEC, because it works really well with the Ogre as well. Oh, okay, maybe not now, though. Difficult to play Void into Oracle with the hard save in the Chronosphere.
Not only that, we saw Oracle yesterday being such a nuisance disarm.
We've seen some really good Oracle performances this tournament, actually.
Yeah.
I think DY, Bobica as well had some really good Oracle games.
Yeah.
Even though Asta didn't perform, incredibly well. I think Bobica still had some standout performances for me.
So now you're up against Oracle as well as the Shadow Shaman, which I think can be pretty aggressive level 2 and, really, really early on.
What do they want to pair? So it's probably going to be Mirana 4, right? So you want to pick some offlaner that can pair with the Mirana again. I'm trying to think of a hero that, like... You don't want to pick, like, Sand King again because you're against Oracle. It feels rubbish because the magic immunity. You don't want to pick, like, Centaur because it doesn't lane up well against Oracle. Like, Legion, there's the false promise from Oracle. I think Oracle might be the issue, B-Cop. Like...
Yeah, it definitely does seem that way. And okay, they go Morphling. I'm not too upset
Mm.
with this pick, but like it almost feels like Oracle puts you in this really hard position.
It does, yeah. And the only thing I do like about the Morphling pick is that it can play mid or safe, and so like they
Mhm.
can wait to see what RNG pick here before they like fully commit to either way. Like they don't have to give away what their offlane hero is without knowing what potentially the carry hero is on the other team. So, yeah, I think the Morphling pick's pretty good. Like it works well with the Ogre. Like they're obviously very comfortable on it. It's an army hero, right? I think XM does play it as well, but
Hmm. And there's Alina. I'm really liking this. So you've got a lot of, you have your burst damage, you have your control, you have your save, you have your lockdown. Like this is RNG's lineup 4 picks in. Almost makes me wanna, if I had Kinder eggs, put them all in.
I do worry though that they're waiting to last pick the hero overall in the draft, and CDEC are going to have another 2 carry bans to play with, and there's already like not many in the pool. Like AMTB, Wraith King, PL, Naga, like banned already, and there's going to be
Mhm.
another 2 carries banned. So for me, like this Lena pick's okay, but I think now they're putting themselves in a really difficult position for Monet, where there's not going to be a huge amount left, and he's kind of going to be left picking up which scrap does he want the most. Especially against Morphling, like there's not many heroes that enjoy the core-to-core Morphling matchup.
I want to take a look and see if how much XM plays Morph.
I'd like to see them pick up some hero that... Because XM played TA yesterday, right, didn't he? I'd like to see them pick up some kind of jump hero to get onto this Oracle. And I wouldn't mind TA. I think they're more likely to just pick up their mid laner here. Yeah. Nice. I think this is really good. It lanes up really well against Lina as well. It's one of the only matchups
Mhm.
that Lina actually doesn't enjoy massively. And she still does okay. And it's DD Lina, so, you know, don't sleep on this guy.
And that's his most played hero.
Mm-hmm.
TA. He's got a 67 win percentage with it. Like always does really well. Take a look at it.
Did you say 67% win rate?
Yeah.
Over how many games?
Um 45 in pro play.
Wow. So he's 30 and 15 then. That's pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's really good. He's won 5 of his last 6 on this hero, and that's dating back the last 2 months. So just at the end of Chinese Dota 2 Pro League.
This is where we are with our draft snub. Sanking's been banned.
Which we didn't see him for so long, and now he's gotten banned.
It's picked and then he gets banned. Love. I absolutely
Wow.
love that.
That's a bit of a surprise after we've been asking for it every day of the event so far. Did you ask for it in the first game?
No, I didn't. I was too busy just talking about other stuff still. I didn't even get around to talking about what they were going to be picking. And because they flew through the draft really quickly at the start last game.
Wow.
And so we were talking really quickly to try and keep up with it. And the Sankey came out and I just lost my mind. It was great. I like the Beastmaster ban as well. I think that's really good. Even against Oracle, like the amount of pressure it can output on the map is
I'm thinking, like, do you want someone who's got a silence? But who would that be in the off lane?
What about like Tide to just give them this team fight that they kind of lack? Or like Brewmaster or something. Oh, okay. No, that's good.
Okay.
That's good.
Clockwork's not bad. I think Clockwork's active pretty early, and Sark gets picked up here. But after the Sark games we've seen, I haven't been too confident on anybody taking that Sark.
Slark's interesting though. Like it lanes up okay here against Clock Morana, but I really like that they picked this Clock. So now they have Clock TA on CDEC that can both just try and kill this Oracle instantly. Like Lena, if she gets caught by a hook shot, is dead a lot of the time as well. Especially if SRF decides to build a Blade Mail. I actually don't know if the Slark can fight into the Clock while he has Blade Mail going. So it'll be interesting to see if he decides to build it this game or not. And they have
That's going to be SRF on that clock for sure. Yeah.
they have cogs into arrow as well, which is a nice combo. So if Oracle are out,
We've seen that,
then,
yeah.
Oracle just dies. It's really good.
And this is I wasn't liking CDC's draft in the first bit of it, but like the TA clockwork kind of comes around for me. I'm not too confident in that Sark, but the rest of the draft for RNG looks good. I don't know. I just it's crazy how I was like all in on RNG just a second ago, and now with the last back picks for CDC, I'm just like, all right, I kind of like this.
I think a lot of this game comes down to the mid lane though. Again, between XM and DD as well on the Lina. Because I feel like if one of them can have a good start and like sets the tempo in the game, and the other one starts to struggle, like they need this TA quickly because the Morphling just wants to AFK farm, right? And they need the Lina to come online quickly so she can actually make plays across the map, and they can play this tempo game with the whole lineup overall. Because like if the Lina starts to fall behind, it allows the TA to then open up towards taking the first Roche, like because she's not really under a threat by a huge amount of anything else this game.
Prepare for battle.
And I think this Blink Deso BKB timing on XM is going to be really important. So, yeah, if XM has a good start, I think this game definitely going to be going towards CDEC, but see how the mid lane goes.
Yeah, you're putting probably both these players' bests against each other. Or at least from what we've seen. Because DD's really played well with that Lina. I mean, his Lina percentage is 50 over 32 games. So 16 and 16. But recently, from what we've seen with him, he's looked really good on the Lina.
Yeah, I think it just seems to be his comfort zone at the moment. And yeah, like the last couple of days, he's played incredibly well. You know, we should... I wouldn't really be worried about win percentage for this Lina because we've seen how much it can do. And the stats don't matter when you know how well he can play on this hero. But it's just so volatile, this Lina. Like, it's like the Queen of Pains, how they used to be. And like these heroes that require rotations to make work. Like if the Lina dies like twice early on, like even once sometimes, she just starts to fall behind and never really recovers a lot of the time.
The battle begins.
2 for 2 in the runes.
So Ame by himself down bottom. They're going to send the Ogre down there.
I thought Ogre might try and stay for a first blood top with the Clock and the Marauder, but they're actually deciding not to. And I wonder whether he takes Battery Assault on Clockwork, because we've seen these offlane clocks take Rocket Flare level 1 a lot of the time. But I think you want the Cogs and the Battery Assault to pair up with the Marauder. So it'd be interesting to see whether he levels it or just skips it completely until like level 4.
Well, you're looking for the Cogs Arrow, right? But at the same time, you use that Rocket Flare. Okay. So Arrow just to secure the range creep, but he still goes Battery Assault.
Yeah, Monet's taking a lot of damage from this as well. Like, he doesn't have all of Venom yet. He's actually bought a lot of regen on Monet as well. Like these carries for this patch at the moment, from what we've been seeing, they tend to buy like 1, maybe 2 sets of tangos, and it's been a bit more safe here on the Slark.
So yeah, just securing that range creep and throwing in some harassment on Monet.
The fact that Super manages to get a pull off in this lane though so early is really good for him. Like I feel like this shouldn't happen.
We've been seeing the aggression on that too, like the amount of times that the 4 position has come over and blocked that camp, but James just willingly lets it go, and now he's just dead. He gives up first blood.
They did sentry block the camp before, by the way, but he dewarded it really quickly on Super, so it allowed them to have the
top tower is under attack.
to get the pull off. And I don't think Morado expected him to deward that early.
But coming over like that, that's, giving up first blood, especially to the Sark, who's now going to take advantage of that with the permanent agility. Like, this is Sark who you can't be giving quick progression to.
Yeah, this is insanely good because now he gets like solo XP under the tower as well.
Mid DD's doing a really good job once again.
Yeah, what a shock that is. I mean, he's just looked incredible. And this bot lane is the one that seems to be going crazy. Why does this Miles have 12 CS? Jesus.
So right now, at least for RNG, is Shackles
well.
get used bottom. They've got the spear on the Ogre. Victoria trying to run, but nowhere to go. 2-0 for RNG. And, you know, all 3 lanes, as I was going to say, look really good for RNG already. Although for XM, I will say, TA can really recover pretty well, but you don't want to be giving DD this great lane, and it's already going really well.
Top lane as well. They've got the arrow onto the Slark, but he just pounces away.
It's going to be hard to kill Monet, and he's playing aggressive enough where he's turning and taking pot shots to get some essence shift stacks.
Like, Super is going to be a pull off here again. Like, I don't understand how they just allow the Super to just keep pulling here. Because what this does, it allows Slark to just free farm under the tower, which is exactly what he loves doing. Oh, they block the pounce. They block the pounce.
Oh, that's got to hit, but they're still going to get the kill. Once he can't get out and the battery assault's going, he's in a lot of trouble, especially with how aggressive he was playing forward. So that works out for CDEC.
Dude, I need to get out of play-by-play mode, actually. It's like, it's so weird. I made him a bad mistake last game. I don't know if you heard it, but I was like, oh, it's fine because I'm a play-by-play caster now, so I'm allowed to not know anything. It's fine.
Oh, what is that? Are you kidding? Pounce leashes. They've got the Fortune's End on the clockwork. They won't get the kill. That, I'm okay. I know where I stand on the knowledge totem pole now.
Oh, mid lane as well. They're going on DD. Dude,
They
come
get
on.
the kill. Production, I mean, if he wants to do it, I could back out of the VMix call. It's okay.
No, I don't want to have to know things. That's the problem.
How do you think I've gotten by for so long? Wow, my co-caster just called me 2K caster. Chat's gonna love that.
I told you I'm a man of the people. Me and Twitch chat, we're intertwined. It's fine.
DD going down, we talked about that in the draft too, like once or twice, and that's going to be problematic. And as much as TA was having a bad time, TA is now really recovered and ahead of the Lina. Obviously, that includes a couple of side camps, though, I think.
I mean, TA's like half a level ahead now. But it's just from the kill, I think.
Yeah. More playing 23-1, and Mars is 29-4. It looks like they might be able to get Victoria with Ether Shock, a God's Rebuke combo. Felix will take credit for that kill onto the Ogre.
He did manage to take one of the runes down on the bot side of the map, though, so it's like, yeah, he dies, but whatever. Morphing's just farming down in the bot lane. He's leading them on a goose chase. This Slark really needs level 6, though. Like, he's struggling now up here. Because they can threaten him really hard with this battery assault cogs into arrow combo. Yeah, look how he just has to pounce away.
Bounty rune top hasn't been taken yet, though. Okay. See when James backs up for that.
They'll just be leaving it for the TA so that she can take it when she goes to take jungle and things. Like, there's no rush to take it.
As long as they keep it secure.
I'm really surprised they didn't try and stack ancient camps there.
I really like this from James, just constantly trying to secure the range creep or the siege creep.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, they got that kill. Arrow wasn't exactly necessary, even though they went for it. He just missed it. But to secure this CS, I think for James, it's something that we've seen a couple of Maranas do. Who is it? I think it's PYW who does that a lot, who gets a lot of farm on the Marana.
Jin Q as well was another one.
Yeah.
Ehome loved
where you'll see, like, Guardian Greaves, and you're like, this Marana has Guardian Greaves and Yules already? Jesus.
Oh, mid lane, they get the shackles off onto the XM, but they miss the stun, and now the trap's going to go down. Here comes the robotic man. You got to do the taunt, SRF. Come on. Oh, boo.
Comes over, just gets the kill, makes it pretty easy, and I'm surprised SRF was only level 4 TPing into that, but I mean, it is what it is, and it ends up working out in their favor.
Peter Crouch in the mid lane for all you football fans out there. That's the big brain one. Soccer fans, sorry.
I don't know what soccer is. You mean football?
Nice. We've converted him, guys.
We had a long talk about the Prem League, so I'm in. And then Sheffield United won the other day.
They did, yeah. They're going on the Slark top here, hang on.
They don't have hook shot, though.
This Ogre's rotated top, though, and they have the Fire Blast into Arrow as well, so this Slark has to be really careful. Yeah, here we go.
Or they're just going to go onto the Oracle. They're like, alright, you can pounce away, but, well, Oracle can't. So let's just get the kill there.
Radiant's
Royal
middle
Jelly as well
tower
for the
is
Radiant
under
side. That's
attack.
incredibly good for the Morphling and the TA.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But Slark actually has a decent amount of net worth. Like, he's the second highest farm in the game, which I'm really surprised about. But I guess, like, they have kill potential on CDEC, but they don't really have, like, they can't just out-farm the Slark in the lane, right? He's just going to do his own thing still.
Thing is, this TA is starting to really go off. Sitting just about a level ahead of the Lina. Going Treads, Blink, Deso, which I like the Blink. I know sometimes there's a discussion on whether to get the Blink or the Deso.
Yeah.
I'm honestly okay with either, but...
It's a really good Blink game, though. Like, because he
Yeah.
wants to make space for Ame to farm. Like, he needs to be able to get involved with these fights early on. So, when you have, like, this Oracle, which you, like, can kill quickly, the Lina, even the Shaman as well, they're all usually pretty free kills.
Sark getting a Royal Jelly, passed over from his Mars. Actually, he gave it to the Lina and the Sark.
Oh, he blocked the pounce.
Wonder if they can kill him. They got the stun down, and they've got the control, but... Leap forward, Felix makes the rotation. They have the Hex onto James. Luckily, he's got another leap away.
Where were the shackles, though? He just
Radiant's
decided not to
middle
use them.
tower is under attack.
I feel like they could have got the Mirana kill there. And this is level 6 now on the Clockwork Grid,
Radiant's
so he has
bottom
hook shot.
tower is under attack.
So we'll see where he uses it. He actually goes mid. Use the hook shot, waveform forward. Ame trying to get a kill on a DD, and they've taken him out for the second time.
I can't believe Ame's
That's a
turned up as
great
well.
play from SRF.
The triple core gank in the mid lane. That's nice. But they're just getting out
When was
farmed.
the last
though.
time you've seen that?
Yeah, exactly. They're just getting out farmed at the moment on
Radiant's
CDEC. That's a big
bottom
problem.
tower
Like,
is
this
under
Mars is free
attack.
farming bot lane. Like, even though Slark's not having an amazing time top, he's still farming. Like, he's doing okay. I think, yeah, this Lina's struggling, but she's just pushing the wave out as much as she can.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Top lane is where they're
Sark
fighting around the
control,
bounties.
the arrow comes in, as well as the Fire Blast, but you've got 3 heroes here that are going to make it very difficult to get a kill on
They
the
want the
Monet. They might
Oracle.
even just change their attention on the Oracle, yeah. And now he's in a lot of trouble, so... Super Hill die, SRF goes on to a killing spree. Hookshot's still down for another 10 seconds, but if this continues on, he might even just dive the tower.
DD's starting to head up towards this top lane though now as well. He's going to jungle for now, but like he's within touching distance is the main thing. I'm sort of Flywind's going for this hood though before the blink. I feel like if he gets blink this game on Flywind, it's so good. Like obviously Morphling's a bit of a problem, but it gives them this team fight that they need, that they can play around with like the
Radiant's
Shaman
bottom
wards,
tower
with the
is
Lina
under
damage
attack.
coming through as well.
Oh no.
So far, so okay.
Structures
It's
are
okay.
fortified.
For CDEC. I think the question becomes, can they keep it up? And I would have liked that Blink Dagger, like you said,
Dire's middle tower
from the
is under
Mars,
attack.
but top Laguna Blade as the pounce leashes from Monet. DD getting a kill on SRF who had a killing spree, so they get a rotation out from the Lina, that grabs them a kill, but the entire time TA is continuing to farm and is taking over the top spot, as has the Morphling. Like, their farm is starting to ramp up.
This is and the other thing as well, like Shaman. Oh, hang on, Oracle's going to go down here potentially. The dish time comes out.
Ooh,
Okay.
forces out the false promise. I think you're more okay with that.
Yeah, they can use a bottle charge on
Obviously,
the
you
Oracle.
want the kill, but
They use a bottle charge on the Oracle and the South because they're like, oh my god,
Radiant's middle
he's
tower
ulting, let's
is
keep him
under
alive.
attack.
They smoked, yeah, the Clockwork's smoked up here with the Ogre as well. I think they're looking to try and get a Lina kill mid. But Shaman has wards on level 6, so he's going to head down and play with the Mars. Like, they should be able to get this tower down here.
whoa, DD for XM.
Do you just drop the
Dire's
wards
middle
for this? I
tower
don't know if you
is
do. I
under
think you can just
attack.
hit it.
Radiant's bottom
Oh, they
tower
do.
is under attack.
But they lose their mid tier
Dire's
1 at the
middle
same. Like,
tower
that's
has
not
fallen.
worth it.
Radiant's
for
bottom
RNG.
tower has fallen.
Yeah, you're going to lose a lot of control, and I think it opens up everything for CDC to play aggressive, and they've got a team that can play pretty early on. You look at this, by the way. The Ogre's got an early gem. I don't think we mentioned that yet.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's insane.
I think that's one of the earliest gems I've seen purchased, and I think he purchased it a little while ago too.
Look, his courage just following him around. He's like, I need to pick up the gem.
Ooh, arena. But they
This
missed
is
the
not
spear.
good.
Arrow comes in, and it looks like he's probably going to drop the gem. He tried to drop it and get into the courier, but they killed it.
This is really bad.
Oh, that's really bad.
Oh no, that's so bad.
Because that's not coming out of the base.
Who has the gem?
Monet.
Right, okay. Yeah, that's really bad. He's playing Slark. Like, oh my god.
I mean, if he's going to hold it, it's not the worst thing in the world because he can try and get it back. I thought they were just going to keep it in the base.
I mean, I understand what he's doing. He wants to deward and then just put it back on the courier and run away, and he doesn't have to have it all the time. And it's okay, but like, he just didn't expect them to come through or something. Seems pretty weird.
Monet just getting gold from traps now.
Clock's going Orchid, by the way. We saw this from SRF before, didn't we? Was it him?
Yeah, I think it was him, and that's a really good. Because that's something I said in the draft too. Like I feel like they would want a silence, but they didn't really pick someone who can give that to them, and now they're going to be going into the Orchid. It's something we've seen like once or twice on Clockworks.
But it means that if he ever gets on the Oracle, Oracle's dead. Like,
yeah,
the silence just instantly kills them, and anybody who's not with the Oracle dies as well, because they don't have purges coming out. Lena's gone Aether Lens first. Slark's going Shadow Blade next. So as long as SRF builds Dust as well, it's a kill every time for someone that's not with the Oracle.
Radiant's top tower is under
They see the
attack.
Slark farming bot lane. Are they going to try and go for this? Moving across the map.
To get the gem back, that would be great. They just got to get their eyes on him, and he goes into the trees wisely enough.
Ogre's like, dude, I want this gem.
Oh!
It was like
What a
the
reaction time.
It's like the
Dire's
high jump at the
middle tower
Olympics.
is under attack.
Yeah, it just gets over the hook shot.
You know the dive they do where they arch their back overwards? He did that.
Yeah,
Radiant's top tower is under
if only we
attack.
could get that animation.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It's no small thing to be favored by the
They're
gods.
trying to take the top tier 1. And they drop Serpent Wards for this. I think they've already lost a couple. Arrow comes in and hits the Mars. And they're bloodlusting the tower, too. Arena down, Mars. He got the
Whoa.
spear out onto the Morphling who TP'd in.
Morphly's going to go in here though for more. Can he turn into the Mars? No? Okay.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Selfish.
Is Sark still holding the gem? Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, he's using life. This Desto's TA though, and they have a DD. Guess where they're going to go?
Right in the Roche.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I love double damage. What a rune.
Seems like it's been the most
Dire's top
prevalent
tower
rune.
is under attack.
Double meld. Oh, like, this Roche is just dead. Triple meld.
Does it not feel like we've been seeing the double damage the most?
It
Radiant's
does.
middle
But
tower is
to be honest,
under
that's the one that
attack.
you notice the most, right?
That's true. Unless there's like a haste early.
Dire's
Quick
top
haste early is
tower
pretty,
under attack.
Noticeable. Catch some vision here onto the Mars, Shadow Shaman, and Oracle.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Just a 1k net worth lead for CDEC right now as the Orchid is finished for the Clockwork.
I wonder how much he can get done with this though.
Not by himself,
Dire's
but I think a
top tower
coordinated
is under
attack would be
attack.
really nice.
They just
Still has that gem.
Oh dear. But to be fair, if he drops that ward and gets a hook shot kill instantly, like they're not going to be able to use vision that well this game because there's a gem on the other team. So if they can,
Sam? That's not gonna end well.
top lane as well. They're going on XM.
chasing, and this is going to be a
Just use metals,
problem
though.
for the TA. Just getting behind that tower. And this is going to turn into a full fight. Arrow hits onto the Mars, but there's the Hex from Felix as well as the Shackles. So I don't know if this Clockwork's going to get anything done. Laguna Blade comes in. They've got the silence onto the Lena, but SRF, he'll be the first to fall on the side of CDC.
XM's
Got
caught as
XM
well.
all by himself. But here comes James. Victoria away by himself as well. And they've split the fight and done a really good job of getting these kills on RNG towards CDC. James tries to run away and have this leap, but RNG will just give it to him and take over mid. Probably just take the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, I think CDEC are really reliant on landing a good hook shot though to be able to take fights. And the fact is that Monet Slark has gem means like they can't ever surprise him with anything. Like he knows where their vision is because his ult is in just gonna pop. Like so he knows they see them. And he's just starting to take over the game now on Slark. Like I understand this TA and more for her head in net worth.
Hook shot on the Lena, and
TA's
Lena's
just
away
dead,
from the
though.
rest of her team. And they got the first life away from the TA. Can they get the second? The dust comes in. And Moonlight Shadow is used. They'll take out XM. They've lost DD. The leap onto the river. And SRF, he's going to die too.
Yeah, that's not worth it. Like, you lose the Aegis as well. It's not just 2 deaths.
Oh no, it's the 3 deaths because they catch the Ogre. They have that gem still. They keep vision on him in the Moonlight Shadow. Like, that gem purchase is so huge. Not only to keep the Sark safe, but Moonlight Shadow basically becomes irrelevant now.
Yeah, he almost has Silverage on
they?
the Slark as well. Like, I don't know, man. We've seen some rubbish Slark performances so far this tournament, but this is like an insanely good one, like you say, because of the gem. They just control the whole map.
Oh, Blink Spear, Morph.
It's just gone.
Uh-oh.
They drop a sentry on the high ground just for good measure.
This is all spiraled out of control because of that gem pickup. Slark's leading the game. Sometimes you don't see a Slark lead a game for a little bit longer than this, and I mean he's not only leading, but he's taking over. He's got this over edge.
Yeah, because the thing is, this TA wants to be playing from ahead, right? Like this hero needs to be the most farmed hero on the map to be effective a lot of the time. I mean, not that it can't be effective if it's not, but if you really want to be dominating this hero, you have to be like, you know, net worth ahead, maybe 3,000 at this point. But I think the BKB timings are going to be really important for CDEC here. Damage that comes
shot. And it's coming down to the Oracle. If they could get the kill on the Oracle, that would be great. Monet's sitting a little bit low. Morphling comes in, but gets hit by the spear.
They see the Slark, though. They want the gem.
And now, Monet, he got caught. They're getting in front of him so he can't bounce away. They'll get the kill. They'll take over and pick up that gem. That is a massive kill.
Victoria's like, hello, old friend of mine. Welcome back.
Did you miss me, Gem?
That's a huge, huge fight. Like you said, they managed to find the Oracle at the same time as they find their entrance in on the Slark. And Arme manages to get the Strength Morph off before the Hex gets onto him. That's insanely good, because the E-Blade comes off, it makes Slark really low, like takes him out the fight straight away, at the same time as the clock goes on the Oracle with the silence. That's really good.
So now this allows TA and Morphling to get back towards the top. They've got Blink Deso, soon to be a BKB on the TA, not too far away from that. And then going into the Daedalus. Straight up, XM just wants to output a whole bunch of damage.
I think that's fair enough, though. Like, if you can blow these squishies up quickly, then it's really good. Especially this Lena, I think, is the big one. Now, we saw this in the game yesterday. Which one was it? But they had Lena Void? Maybe it was RNG there as well.
No, it was Invoker Boy, wasn't it? Against the Lena. They get the kill on the Super. They look over at Felix. And they should be able to get the kill on the Shadow Shaman, too. And they stun up Monet. He's on the run. Hookshot comes through, but it's not going to land. Actually, they both got stunned by the LSA as the hookshot came in.
I think if SRF was a little bit more patient there, they might have been able to kill the Slark. But yeah, now all of a sudden, this TA is 2,000 gold ahead of the Slark. Like, this is what I was talking about.
Wow.
Now the TA looks like she's really strong. Because this BKB comes out, and Monet's had a really rough couple of minutes. And I personally, I really dislike this Silver Edge, like, build up straight away. I don't mind Echo Saber, and I don't mind Shadowblade individually, But I think the problem is if you build this item, like you're missing an inventory slot, and you also it delays your beekeeping for so long on Slark. Not that Silver Edge is a bad item, but I don't know. And we've seen it on like Wraith
a couple
Kings.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we've seen it a couple times on the Slark too, where it just doesn't feel like it's necessary to have just the Silver Edge.
But it's so weird because it feels like it should be a really good item, but whenever we see it, it feels really underwhelming. Like, because it gives really good stats. Like it's 40 damage, just 45 attack speed. It's just so expensive.
That ain't the real one.
How much gold is Silver Edge?
Oh,
6,100.
hook shot all the way in on the Oracle again. And just having that silence meaning he doesn't have the false promise. The arrow comes in and they'll get the kill. The Orchid Burn is enough. TA gets caught out though. They've got Dust, BKB, Essence Ring, Pop by XM getting out of the arena and away from the Serpent Wards. The trap is down and they'll start to retreat with the Moonlight Shadow being used. And they are able to leave successfully. They might even look to reinitiate with the direction that SRF's going.
Oh, nice
For the
dodge
Blink
from Arme.
Spear. Arrow comes in.
Not just dead.
Oh, the E-Blade and the follow-up to get the kill. Laguna Blade's not even enough. Felix Chauba falls next. White went on the run, but he's hit with the Fire Blast. They're going to keep on him. And I'm not certain he's long for this world.
They find the Oracle as well, no buyback.
Second time in this fight. Hook shot. Okay. It's on the XM, but once they get around this Mars, they'll get the kill and take out 4, technically 5. They killed the Oracle twice.
Roshan minimum respawn time's about to hit her as well, so you take the tier 2, and it's going to be a
20
really
seconds.
quick Rosh.
Wow. Everything falling into place for CDEC.
It looked so good for RNG, and they took that one bad fight in the bot lane where they lost the gem as well, and all of a sudden, they've just lost control of the map. And they're just playing around this TA BKB timing really well.
Yeah, that and SRF has done a very good job. Like he's found the hook shots onto who is the #1 target. LSA, Laguna Blade, Dragon Slave, not enough damage. And they kept the gem in the base.
Mid lane.
Hook shot, Felix in trouble. Eventually will end up going down.
Yeah, and they just... Now they got the pick off, they can go Rosh. This is really good. I think Shamans might have to buy back here, because they're probably going to know that this Rosh is going on. But maybe they feel like even if Shaman buys back, they can't fight it. Look at the net worth graph for the last, like, 5 minutes, though. It's actually incredible.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
The win percentage, too. Up to 84%.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
How good does
Crystal is
CDEC
for
look,
XM.
Like, over this whole tournament, if I'd have come into this and someone said, like, CDEC are going to finish top 2, or, like, even top 3, I'd have said, yeah, they could, but, like, they wouldn't be up there
by.
for me.
They literally squeaked by the group stage.
Yeah.
Shadows.
Moonlight Shadow, hook shot forward. He wasn't even going for the Sark, but he hits him. And now the Mars is in some trouble. Turns into the Mars. He can't get speared to his own arena, apparently. And they're looking for the damage to get the kill. He's pretty tanky. We'll just walk back.
Good fight there from RNG. Like, this Mars stays alive for so long, because he has the hood as well. He has the Halberd, which makes Morphling and TA's game really difficult.
I didn't think that would be the interaction.
What was that, sorry?
Morph into the Mars and spear him through his own arena.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, he went right through it.
Crag Kiko. Oh, yeah. They sent it back to base, never mind.
Is that going on clockwork now?
Oh, they got the Orchid on the
Moving
shot.
forward. Yeah, and they found the Sark. Monet is dead. Felix is gone. They'll buy back on the Shadow Shaman. Another quick gut punch there for CDEC.
And this
Radiant's
is like the
bottom
Lena
tower
TP'd bot
is
as well.
under
Like she
attack.
didn't have TP up at the time when that fight breaks out. But even if she did, like she's not going to get back there in time. There's an Aegis on the Morphling here as well.
Radiant's bottom
I wonder
tower
whether they
has
feel like they can
fallen.
go up here into the high ground. Is it still difficult against the arena?
Waveform forward, spear, Flywind
Oh
back
my
with
God.
the E-Blade. They've got the silence and just get around him to get the kill. I mean, Flywind has no answer for that.
How did they see him? Did he just... That was so
Dire's
quick.
middle tower has fallen.
That was
Dire's
insane
middle
by Arme.
barracks are
Like,
under attack.
the fact he does that whole maneuver there onto the Mars without vision.
Dire's middle barracks.
Like he
has fallen.
waveforms, turns into him straight away while he waveforms up and gets the spear back. Hell. That's one of the best Morphling plays I've seen. Unless they saw him, in which case... Maybe it was like Rocket Flare or something, actually. I don't know. That would make more sense.
Oh boy.
Dire are scanning.
All of a sudden, it's a 19k net worth lead for CDEC. Like, Slark's game just shut down after he lost that gem.
And he just doesn't have BKB though, so he can't take fights. Like, this Morphling's destroying him with the E-Blade. And he's going Scardy as well. I don't know how he's supposed to fight here without, like, BKB. And even if he does, like, it's not a free fight for them.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But he has to worry about, like, the E-Blade, the Orchid and stuff as well.
Can he go on Ame here? He's got the rest of his team. They can try. It's not going to be easy. He's got the Aegis. I don't know why you're wasting your time. E-Blade hits. Monet takes a lot of damage. They're going to start to right-click away.
Is it enough there?
The Essence Shift stacks. Will it be enough? Starts to morph into strength. They don't get the kill. They go after the Oracle. And I think if they don't win this fight, they'll probably call it. The Spear on the Felix as he gets pushed away. False Promise on the
He has to
Oracle
ult himself.
They get the kill onto Monet. They look over DD. They have the vision. They've got the Sentry Ward down. They'll get the stun on a DD. Take out the Lena. They look over. Felix dies to the Rocket Flare, and GG is called. CDEC with a 2-0 victory over RNG to go to the finals tomorrow.
Radiant
Wow.
10 minutes ago, this game was even.
Yeah.
In
It
10
really
minutes.
fell apart.
In 10 minutes, they've managed to gain a 23,000 gold lead. That's insane. Like,
Yeah.
but they just hit this timing where they were, like, so strong. And they have this really good pick-off potential on RNG with, like, the Hex from Shaman and stuff. They've got, like, the Lena with Shadowblade. Slark has Shadowblade as well. But they have no, like... They have no BKBs. So they can't fight.